Hey, it is D, the Learning Mandarin Jamaican, and welcome to day 3. So, day three's list is right here. We're going to go over that in a minute. But what I realized is that the most important thing is to get these sounds together. The goal is to learn 400 words in 30 days. And what I've been realizing is that even though we have these vocabulary words, I have them in sentences that are used in common day context. And I'm learning more words that are not even on the list. So I feel like I don't want to overwhelm not only myself, but if you're following along with me on this journey, I don't want to overwhelm you because there's other things we need to know as well. Not only do we need to strengthen our vocabulary, we also need to know how to use it, and we really need to get the sentence structures down. So for the rest of the week, we're going to practice these first 3 days. Well, I'm going to practice these first 3 days and the sentences along with them, because what I'm realizing is I'm starting to learn other words just by some of the same Hans is in the sentences. So my vocabulary is growing just from the list and the sentences. So I believe that at the end, when I quiz myself, that I can at least have 400 words. All right. And again, this list is going to be available. So all you have to do is sign up at the bottom. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm dropping these videos and what's going to be in them. I will be doing reviews. And of course, the answer key will be done in video format. So if you want to do the review for yourself, you can do that and then follow up with the videos for the answers. I'm going to do mine too, and we're just going to grade our papers like school, like we're in school. So let's get down to business. Before we start on day 3, let's go back to day 1 and go over our words. This is something you should be doing every day. You should be going over your words, reading your sentences. It's okay if you don't know how to pronounce every word in the sentence. You will eventually learn them as you keep doing it. And if you have the app, I'm going to put that link in the description below as well. If you have the app, then you can quickly be on your phone, look it up, hear it, and learn the sound if you want to, right? So learn a little bit at a time, but the main goal is the words, right? And then we can look at these sentences to see how they're used. So, 我, 你, 他, 我们, 你们, 他们, 这, 那, 一, 二, 三, 四, 五, 六, 七, 八, 九, 十. Day 2 words. And again, I've been practicing. So some of them, the way I was pronouncing them before could be different, right? Because I'm learning how to pronounce them. 什么, 谁, 哪儿, 几, 怎么, 嘛, 怎么样, 年, 鱼, 好, 日. This is G. 日, 点, 点. I know DI is D, so that's D, on, 点. Now this is sing. S or C, depends on what language you naturally speak, but it's singchi. So this word is like sing, singchi. 现在, 今天, 明天, 昨天, 爸爸, 妈妈, 老师. This is you. So this is 徐生, 朋友, Peng yo. Peng yo. It's spelled like you, but it's pronounced yo. Just drop the U at the end and just Y-O, yo. Peng yo. All right, so that's day 2. Now let's head over to day 3. Day 3 is a little rough, okay? Because I'm still trying to get it together. Now, this is hongse. Hongse. Remember that E is like a hongse, lanse, huangse. So it's kind of like you're saying huanze, huanze, se, huanze, not z, se, se. And that's the thing. Like hanzi, huangse. So it's a Z and an S. Loose, loose. Now this U right here, let's zoom in, has the U with the 2 dots. So like they have a U in the vowels. So in Mandarin has vowels, which are called like finals. So they have initials and finals. And the finals are equivalent to the English vowels, sounds, and the initials are equivalent to our consonants, or something like that, right? I'm not an English teacher. However, this lu is like lu, lusa, lusa. The other lu without the dots on the top is more like lu, 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 like you're saying Louis, lu. And this one is like lu, lu. It's like it's not as pronounced. So it's like lu, lu, lu. And this one is like lusa, luisa, lu. It's just luisa. So it's a little lower. It's not like you're saying the whole U, should I say, when you hear them together. Okay, so you would want to hear the LU and the LU with the 2 dots back to back to back to back to back to back to hear the difference between the 2. One sounds more like Louis, Lou, Lou, and this one is more of a lower. It's saying Lu, Lu, Lu. The other one is like Lu, Lu. So it's like very pronounced. Lusa. And this is sush. This is the part that kills me. So like yui, sui, shao, shao. So it's shui shao. Shui shao is school. So this is like ang, shang, dian, shang dian, shang dian. Shang dian is store. Yiwan, yiwan, yiwan is hospital. Ja, ja, shang dian. This is ja for home. This J-I is like a G. Ja. And then let me back it down some more. So this is Dian Now. Dian Now. Dian. So it's Dian Niao. Because it's like how, like in Ni Hao, but it's an N. Now. Dian Now. Dian Hua. Dian Hua. Dian Hua. And this is Bei. Bei. So if it was a W right here, it'd be Wei. If it was an L, it'll be Lei. So it's Beizi. Beizi. Now this is the same ZI like that's at the end of like Hans. Hans. So it's Beizi. It's cup. Tianqi. Now in our previous words, we had a sentence that had weather in it. And I said it wasn't important to know which one of those words meant weather. Well, it was this inside that sentence that meant weather because we end up learning it anyway. And believe me, I didn't plan to learn it in that way, but it ended up happening. It ended up being on the vocabulary list. So tianqi. Now this QI is kind of like qi. Qi. It's like a CHT or TG qi. Qi. Tianqi. Tianqi is weather. This XI is C, because that X is a S or a C, depends on the language. So dongxi. That I is a E. Dongxi. 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 And then it's qian. Qian. Qian is money. We got to know that. Now this book right here is like, remember, like Lu. This is shu, because it's the regular U. Doesn't have the two dots. So it's like shu. Shu. Shu is book. Now we still got that SHU like shu, but then we have this like this E, this, and it's on a third tone. So it's shui, 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 water. Not shay, but shui, shui is water. Cha is the CH, so it's cha, that's T, and it's going up in the second tone. Cha, cha. Like you, cha. Now remember this C is like a T. Now AI is I. Like wa I ni means I love you, right? Because wa means I, and then I, which is the AI, I means love, and ni means you. Well, ani, which is I love you. So if this C is a T and this is a AI, like I, we're looking at tai, ta, but it's going down, so it's fourth tone, tai, tai, tai. Now the difference between a TAI, which is tai, it'll be tai. The C is more stretched out, whereas more of tss, tss, tss. So opposed to just saying tai, you're saying tai, tai. So it's that stretching that T a little further. And then we have some sentences. Hongse. And believe me, it should be one word, but hongse. So we can read this sentence. So we got ja, jugga. So it's in a fourth tone. Jugga, 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 jugga. Pingo is apple. Shi. Then we have this hongse, hong, because it's going up, second tone. Hong coming down fast in the fourth tone. Hongse, hongse, hongse. Da. Hongse da. So when they speaking it, it's going to go real fast, like shi hongse da. Like it's going to go super duper fast. All right, so let's separate those back out. And it means this apple is red. And you see, ping, go is not a spelling word. It's not on any of our lists to learn in these last 3 days. But I know that means apple, right? And so that added to our vocabulary word. And this is what I mean. When you start learning or seeing sentences over and over and over again, you're going to start learning like what these little words are. These all count in word count. Okay. Now, when you're talking about water, dian now, hun, kwai. I'm thinking that's how to pronounce that. I'm not sure. I just know this AI is I. Kwai. And I know that U is a regular U, so maybe it's kwai. Hun. This E-N, hun kwai. Hung Kwai. Woda, it would be together like this. So sometimes you might see it together, Woda, which means mine. That duh is in possession of. It means a possession. It means this belongs to me. Okay, so that Woda is my. I own this, my property type of thing. Woda, my, or mine. The end now, which computer, we learned that. That's our spelling word. Hen. Now, I don't know if this is one word. We'll figure it out. It'll come to us. That's not the goal. We just go through the sentences. Lancer, 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 blue. So this is ta, si huan, si huan. That we know that mean like. Well, I know it mean like. I don't know if that was a spelling word, but I've seen it so many times. It means like. I think it's in some other sentences. So si huan, that this X is a S or C, and this I is the E. So si huan, okay? And then lancer, di yifu. So I know this is blue. I know this is like, and I know this is based on the Hansa. This could be he or she, but based on the Hansa, I know this is a guy, he, because of the symbol from day one. Guy, him, or, you know, when you start doing this more and more, even though we're not growing the vocabulary list itself, our vocabulary is growing just from what, going through the sentences. So if you do that, we're going to add to our knowledge on vocabulary. And then again, the goal is 400 words in 30 days. So I'm going to see when I test myself. So how many words I get right. And then also I'm going to have a test on the Hans as well. On the Hans. So if, it's not the goal really to know the Hans. But if I recognize the Hans, all the Hans symbols is going to be there. And if there's going to be on my little quiz, there's going to be the Hansa that we used in these, in all the words. And I'm going to see if I recognize what the Hansa is. And that's just on GP. I just mainly want to know the words and how to pronounce them. I want to know the Pinyin, right? Because the Pinyin is going to help me, enunciate the words right. And that's what we need to focus on tomorrow for day 4. So day 4, we're going to do a little something different. It's not going to be the vocabulary list. However, you should be going over your list every day. I went over all of my list and I do it every day. I didn't do it on this video, but I do it every day, at least one time. Okay. A day. And then tomorrow, for the next couple of days, we're going to go over some rules. Okay. I'm going to be going over some things over the next 3 days. I think I'm going to do 5 each day. So break it up into 3 days. We're going to go over some things that Mandarin does not have that English has, because the goal is to wean ourselves from thinking in English. When you're learning a foreign language, and I got this from a linguistist, I think that's how you pronounce it, but they're a polyglot. So I know somebody that speaks like 6 languages. So what they said was you got to take yourself out of English. And they use the Spanglish as an example, because people that speak Spanish and English, they will sometimes use an English word because there's no word for it in the Spanish language. Okay. So they have to break up their Spanish, use an English word, and then keep going. Now, if you're trying to say something exactly and compare the words over to a Mandarin word, it's not going to work. You have to take yourself, I was told to take myself out of the language and learn their language. Like really stop trying to compare it to English. Because there's certain things that they have or don't have in Mandarin that we have in English. And that really affects the way they speak and the way they form their sentences to speak. Now, when we get a little bit more thorough and we start understanding these rules and sentence structures, then we can sit here and say in our English brain that I want to have some breakfast. Now we got to make our brain switch to how would they say that in Mandarin based on the sentence structure, because we're not going to say I ate breakfast. They don't have a word for like ate, because that's past tense. And Mandarin doesn't have tenses in their language. So how would they say it? And that's kind of where we need to get to. And I want to be able to get to that point. So I'm going to take a break from the list. Of course, we're going to still go over it. But also, I'm going to be giving some examples in these things and how we say it versus how they say it, which is going to strengthen our vocabulary even more, because those example sentences, if we don't know a word, we can look it up. And if you don't have the Playco app, you can get that. I'm going to put a link below. But if you don't know a word that's in the sentence, then you can learn it. That is a new word, and it adds to our vocabulary, even though it wasn't on the list. Because again, we might see these sentences time and time and time and time again. And I'm probably going to make these available as well for you to download, and it will be in the shared folder that you can get a copy of for free. So that link, to be able to access that, subscribe to the email. That way you can get the link to get to the folder where I drop all of these things at, so you can access all of them for free instead of, signing up and downloading each one individually and stuff like that. So that's not what we don't do. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be notified when I upload more.